Curse of La Llorona, which is also known as the Curse of the Sleeping Woman. I'll do that again. Also known as the Curse of the Weeping Woman. Directed by Michael Chavez, who's, in my case, the Curse of the Sleeping Critic, I have to say. Directed by Michael Chavez, best known for doing actually some quite creepy pop music video and a short film, horror short called The Maiden. This is part of the ever-expanding Conjuring cinematic universe, and I think he's bringing us Conjuring 3 soon. So, 1673, Mexico, a deranged with grief, crazy woman does something terrible to her children. Hundreds of years later, the legend of La Llorona, the weeping woman, still haunts people, including a mother who is arrested for locking her sons in a cupboard, but insisting that she was trying to save them from La Llorona, the weeping woman. So now Linda Cardellini is a 1970s care worker whose case this was, but now she finds herself cursed by La Llorona. And Father Perez, so Father Perez is back. We saw him previously battling. There's a really tenuous connection with the demon doll, the Annabelle demon doll, and so as is now standard, the spectre of La Llorona, the weeping woman, is basically a cross between Marilyn Manson and an angry nun, and appearances are marked by a series of loud silences followed by very loud bangs, with all sort of screamy, crashing, toothy close-ups. And whereas some of the Conjuring movies or some of the movies in that universe have attempted to do something interesting, something atmospheric, something creepy, this really is massively uninterested in character or narrative. It seems to be entirely a series of mechanical, quite bang, shriek, close up, screamy nun, not nun, screamy weepy woman, with making no sense at all, other than the mechanical thing about if you see it in a cinema which has got a very loud sound system, and you're in any way any more creeped out by weepy Marilyn Manson nunny lookalike. I mean, honestly, there are times that we just think, they all look the same now. The scream. If you go back to the Eileen Dietz face from Exorcist, okay, the face of Captain Howdy, which appears for something like in total 1.2 seconds in the film, and that's the ne plus ultra of the terrifying. No more that it's the. Actually,
I haven't seen it, so I don't get the face or the.
Okay, so there is a face that appears. Yeah, this is how you do it. There's a face that appears in The Exorcist as a almost subliminal image, right. Okay? And it is a white face in this kind of a silent scream of horror. And it appears really subliminally for 2 frames during a dream sequence in the original version. And then it comes back later on during and you're not even sure that you've seen it, but it's so creepy that it stays in your mind. And now it's just like, okay, let's just do the white, creepy face that now looks like Marilyn Manson. And we'll just do that over and over again. Every 7 minutes, we would just go, shriek, bang, whip, and then go on. And it's just, I was so bored and so depressed by the mechanics of it. It's... The funniest moment in the film is when, or the most interesting moment in the film is when Linda Cardellini is in the house, and because it's the 70s, Scooby-Doo is on television, and Velma walks across the screen, and you think, oh, that's so metatextual, because she played Velma in the live-action version of, is it meta or what? Boom and indeed Tish, or...
Tosh.
Quiet. That was better than my joke.